Welcome to the Proscast. Whoa, it always turns the volume down. I think I have to. Let's try that again. And welcome. I'm going to do a quick little Procreate demo. We're going into Procreate. Great program. Hit create custom canvas. Let's do 2000 by 2000. 600 DPI. Hit create. And we're going to show you a few different things you can do. And do a little drawing in the process. Ooh, looks like my pencil's not connected. Let's go ahead and get that connected. I'm putting the utility end, no, the opposite end on my pencil, the eraser side, into the little hole and charging up the pencil so it connects. Let's go over, let's take a look. Ooh, see if my pencil's on here. 60%. Yeah, we're on. Okay. Let's get that out of there. Boom, 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 boom. That's the eraser right there. And then we're going to get a brush. We're going to go and get a hard brush right there. Hard brush. And let's take a look. This is streamlining. I'll show you what streamlining is. It's very useful. This is with no streamlining. Okay. And here's with streamlining. All the way up. See, it's not picking up those little jitters. It's as much. So what that means is you can do large sweeping gestures and it's going to get that nice smooth curve. And then we're going to use 3 fingers on the screen and slide them around and it'll erase everything on the layer. Nice little trick. Next, we're going to go in and draw. I have the streamlining turned up. I'm going to draw a face. A little cartoon guy. What do we want him doing? That was kind of neat though. Let's do that. That was a little happy accident is what you call those. I'm all ears, he says. Whoop. Whoop. So streamlining is a little limited. I don't use it all the time. It's definitely different from drawing on paper, which is what I do. But it has its advantages too. This guy's excited. Here's what we're going to do now. See, streamlining is not the best for filling in spaces. Best for filling in spaces is the paint bucket. I'm going to go and pick up a color. And you just pick it up and you just drag it right over. Hold it over the area you want to fill. And it's a really solid line, so you really can't see. Oh, you can see a little bit of white around the edge there. If I hold the... See, what I did was I dragged the color over the area. And then I just held my pencil down, and then it'll give you this color drop threshold you see at the top. And if you move that all the way to the right, it's going to fill everything in and then some. Oop. But if you go to the left, it's going to be very very careful to call a closed shape a closed shape. If you go all the way to the right, it thinks everything's a closed shape. It'll just fill the whole page in. There you go. So I'm going to drag that over that hand there. Fill it right in. Easy as pie. Let's give him a shirt, a nice gray shirt. Let's give him some pants skis. Blue pants. Blue pants. And I see what this is here at the bottom. This is a color palette. I'm going to clear out a little space in our color palette and show you how to add colors to the color palette. Alright, so pick our favorite color right there, bluish gray, and then we're going to just push right there on the color palette, and there it is. You want to get rid of it, hold it down, hit delete. Why would we want to delete that? Let's put that back in. Okay, let's give his shoes some color, why don't we? What's a good shoe color? I think white is a good shoe color. Oh, let's do the old shoes like that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to make a new layer, okay? A new layer, put it right underneath my first layer, and then I'm able to color behind the black lines, which is very nice to be able to do because that's not something it's hard to do in the real drawing world. But with digital, it's quite a bit easier. Something I always wanted to be able to do is draw behind the black lines. And that way you don't have to worry about color and then, spending all that energy avoiding that line. You can just go right to what you want to do and not worry about the lines, coloring over them or going right up to that edge. Okay. Oh, let's get our layer. I undid a little too far. But if you hit 2 fingers on the screen, that'll undo. That's nice to be able to do. 2 fingers on the screen will just take you back 1 step. Alright, there's his shoes. Now, if we wanted to shade this little feller, we're a little bit limited because of some choices that I made. If we want to shade him using a nice smooth airbrush, I'm going to have some issues because, well, here I'll tell you what we're going to do. Oh, let's flatten this. Let's just make that all one layer. Okay, I pinched those together and I flattened it. Now what we're going to do is something called alpha lock. I push the alpha lock button. That's going to keep me, everything I do is going to happen inside this shape. So if we want to shade, we can stay inside the shape. However, what happens is, of course, that black line gets covered up. That's why we should have duplicated our line when we had a chance before we started coloring. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Am I right? But let's just see what this looks like anyway. Maybe it'll look kind of neat. Oh, let's not get rid of those eyeballs. Well, let's not get rid of that ear hole either. Alright, that's kind of something or other. Okay. Ooh. Alright, see? If you don't plan things out, then you're gonna have to wing it. But I'll tell you what, let's just turn that streamlining down. Alright. Let's turn that streamlining down. Let's make the best of what we got here. Turn it into something rather than abandon ship. Let's stick with it. See what we can do. So let's get a nice little shadow color for those pants so we can separate the legs like so. Let's turn the alpha lock off, which you can do just by sliding it with 2 fingers to the right, or you can go in and push alpha lock, of course. Oop, alpha lock, alpha lock. Now, some pants. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Okay, let's keep that streamlining turned on, you know? Let's keep it all the way up for the sake of demonstration. Now, let's erase the between the legs there. Erase it. That way we can alpha lock it and low battery. I better plug it in. That way we can shade in there. Smooth airbrush. Alpha lock turned on, and we just looks like he peed his pants a little bit there. That's pretty good. We're trying to be quick anyway. So you can pick a color just by holding your finger down or holding your pencil down over that color on the screen, and it'll pick it right up out of there, and then you can use it. And that's one of the most useful things I've enjoyed with using Procreate. There's a nostril. There's another nostril. Little gray nostrils. How peculiar. Let's fix those shoes. What do you say? Let's fix those shoes right up. What are we gonna do? Ooh, I don't like those nostrils. That's better. Oop, oop, oop. So this video is meant to be kind of a demonstration, but I feel like everybody already knows Procreate, but maybe that's not the case. And if you already do know Procreate, well then I guess I'm just showing you. I'm just drawing. If you already know Procreate. But if you already know Procreate, maybe you ought to just go make some art with it. Why not? But I like watching drawing videos, watching somebody do their thing. I like those. Will Terrell, he makes really good drawing videos, and they're a joy to watch. And I'd like to make my drawings joyful to watch as well. So let's do our best here, shall we? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I like those shoes. I like those shoe skis. Let's give them some hair. Zip, zip, zip. Let's see. Let's turn the streamline down a little bit. Give him something like that. Nah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's kind of fun. That's the thing with Procreate. You're not as committed to your decisions, which can be better and it can be worse. See, here I am fiddling around, trying to. Yeah, I like that though. I like that. I think he needs another hand, maybe. I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna do nose, some nose form here. Right in there. Yes. Yes, indeed. And now a little nose shine, how about? You think we should do a nose shine? I think we should maybe do a nose shine. Right here on top. Oh, let's alpha lock it, why don't we? Oh, we're on the wrong layer. See, that happens if you're not paying attention. Let's squish those together. We got it alpha locked. Bada bing, bada boom. That's pretty fine. Yeah, I like it with a little more gray in there. It was a little too bright. Didn't. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ooh. I think we're getting somewhere. What's he doing with his other hand? Let's have him, let's go behind it. That way we don't end up covering it up. And we'll have his other hand out here going. Oh, no. No, no, no. That's his other hand. I think he's got something, maybe some food? Oh, maybe he's holding a baby. That could be fun. So now we get to draw a baby. And we'll put it behind, that way it doesn't cover anything up. Let's say we alpha lock that baby and give it some baby shadows. Okay, our streamlining is good. Let's make the baby look like real babies look. Ooh, I should have put those eyes on a different layer. That way we can go to the edge without, well, I can always clean it up, but I don't want to mess up my nice gradation there. But I think we're going to be okay. Now this baby, I'm going to make him cross-eyed or wall-eyed or neither. Let's make him more wall-eyed, I guess. Let's give him some baby eye wrinkles. Yeah, go like that. Go like that. Let's make it a little smaller. Go like that. Go like, and then we'll take this, and using our hard brush, we can shine it up, or not shine it up. We can make that solid form there. It's kind of interesting. Now let's make the baby have that furrowed brow that babies love to have. Yeah, that'll do just fine. And then some chubby cheeks. So let's try the soft airbrush with that and see what we can do. That could work. Oh, and babies don't have teeth, let's not forget. So we can show that. Let's put the mouth on a separate layer. Now that I'm thinking of it. And gums. Gums. I don't think I'm gonna do gums. No gums. We're keeping it pretty simple here. But I do want to show his furrowed brow. And some hair, of course. Let's flatten that, shall we? Okay. What do you think? Should we do it? Yeah, let's flatten it. Flatten. Now some hair. Wonder what it would look like if we just did a soft airbrush. It would look like that. I don't think I like that too much. Let's just combine it with his head shape and then oh no, I don't want to pick a color, because once you pick a color you can't really go back on that one unless you put it in your palette. Here's what I'm gonna do. So now that we've made that one solid singular shape, we can alpha lock it, and we can fill it in like so. Oop. Well, that's fine. Let's take that color, pick it up, come on, pick it up. It's not picking up for me. Okay, pick that right up. And then let's do this. And for some reason, babies are often really hairy. I've noticed. Well, that's kind of weird. There he is. The man and his baby.